Now, when Take That broke up in 1996 even, millions of their fans, me included, would pray that they'd come back for good. But after years of patience, in 2000... I know, I'm good, aren't I? In 2005, the boys came back to rule the world and the charts. It really was the greatest day, especially for frontman. I'm very proud, Gary Barlow. It really was his time to shine. And these days, Gary is still smashing out the hits. Yes, in a world where everything changes, it's, oh, I could go on and on. It's reassuring to know that we'll never forget just how incredible he and the boys really are. Can I get a round of applause for that?
That was
impressive. And Gary Barlow, OBE, joins us now. I've got to say, Gary, I've got to get this out of the way. I was a huge fan. I had your posters up on my wall. I've been to so many different of your concerts, both solo and as Take That. And I'm a little bit hot and sweaty as a result of talking to you.
Thank you.
Because I think I'm quite pleased that you're not physically in the studio, because I may just have fangirled you for the next few minutes. But thank you so much for talking to us. It's been wonderful watching you doing your lockdown crooner sessions and all of that stuff. And watching that film of all your greatest hits, it's a reminder of just how incredible you are. And you've just been working with an old friend of mine, Beverly Knight.
I love Beverly so much. By the way, hello everyone. Hello girls. How are you doing?
Hi, Gary.
Enjoying the show. I'm enjoying the show. Yeah, you're all doing great. You're all doing great and looking great as well.
More. Well, that's all we have time for, Gary. You told us how amazing we are. So now we'll just go. Nobody's joking. So you're still releasing those singles and albums. You know, it just seems like your creativity just never finishes.
Do you know what? I do love music. I mean, I did my first gig when I was 11, and I have to say, you can imagine when I started, I was so excited about music and all it. And I must say, even after all these years, the feelings never kind of faded for me. It still feels as special and as exciting to walk into a studio every morning as it ever did. So I'm grateful for that.
And how about what the impact of lockdown and not being able to, I don't know, be in front of a crowd of people and performing, doing those live gigs?
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's been hard. It's hard to watch. It's hard. A lot of my friends had to cancel tours. You know, I've got a lot of friends who are musicians who haven't worked for about 18 months. It's really hard, this is. You know, I have to always come with the emotion of, we've got to be positive and we've got to look forward beyond this, because we will get beyond it. I don't know when that's going to be. It feels like it's endless at the moment, but we will get beyond it. And when we do, we'll be back doing the things that we maybe used to take for granted, and we'll be enjoying them more than we've ever done before. So there will be an end, and live performances will be back. And my goodness, we'll be ready by the time they are.
And what would be incredible is to see the new album, Music Played by Humans, played out in front of a big live crowd. And your new single's out as well, isn't it?
Yeah, so, yeah, we had an album released before Christmas, and bizarrely, it features a full orchestra. We had as many as 70 players on each song of this record. And so for me, making an album is only half the story. The other half is taking it on the road. And I mean, I've got dates in at the end of this year in November, and I'm hoping that we fill the stage with musicians. I want to try and get as many people up there as possible.
Charlene mentioned earlier the crooner sessions. That's your way of spreading the love and the music through lockdown. Tell us about that.
Yeah, it was really, I remember when lockdown was announced last, I think it was March or April, and you know, for us who do what we do in music, I think we never quite value what we do too much. And, you know, it was that sense of, what can I do in this? And I got on the phone. Luckily for me, I've made so many great friends over the years that I started to call my mates up. And it's just been great. It's been a great way of communicating. It's been a great way of entertaining people. And the series has just started again. And I think we're nearly up to 70 performances on there now. So we're having a great time. And just as a little teaser, I filmed a session which will be at the end. I don't know when the end of this series is going to be, but I have the last one. It is the mother of all crooner sessions with a global superstar. But look out for that. That will mark the end of lockdown and a new day for all of us, I hope.
Oh, Gary, I didn't think you were going to give that away about our session.
I knew that was coming, Denise. I knew it.
But obviously, we worked together on Calendar Girls, the musical. Yep. And I want to thank you because it was one thing that I did that really impressed my kids, because Matthew you're one of his heroes. You know, my son is a musician. But we have heard that you have been working with one of our past loose women. Can you give us any little tips as to who that might be?
No. These sessions are a secret. You don't know until the day. It's very tricky keeping secrets nowadays.
Does it begin with Jane?
You know what? You're the worst. You're a bad influence. You're the worst. But,
Go on.
Yes. No, yes, it does. Yes.
Okay, good.
You really didn't have to work that hard to get it out of you, Gary, to be fair.
Yeah, I know. I'm useless.
Now, Gary, you turned fabulous 50 last week even. And I hear you're going to, like me, because I turned 40 last year, postpone it until next year.
Absolutely. I mean, I had the most ridiculous plans. I'm a very shy and retiring person. So to celebrate my 50th, I'd booked the London Palladium, full orchestra, 2,800 people in the audience. I was going to stream it live. I had all these ideas. And of course, I ended up with another beautiful night. It was just my family here, which was beautiful on another level. But I am postponing it. I'm staying 49 this year. And January 20 next year, I've booked the same venue, and we're going to celebrate then, hopefully. We haven't got this sorted by then, I'll be worried.
We'll get Gary's take on some of our topics today, and he'll be playing a very revealing game. But first...
I mean, have you calmed down yet?
Stop it, because you guys are really trying to embarrass me today.
We're loving it.
I'm holding it down. I'm being calm.
I'm feeling the heat radiating from your body right now.
Stop it. I'm really trying not to embarrass myself. Now, Gary, earlier we were talking about Brooklyn Beckham's new neck tattoo in honour of his wife, fiancée, and you and your gorgeous wife, Dawn, you've got matching tattoos, haven't you?
We do have. We have. This is the only tattoo I have at the moment. Yeah, I love it.
It says D. It says D, doesn't it, Gary? Yeah.
You know what? It's in a very nice position though, because unlike this last year, I'm most often away from home. I generally don't even unpack my suitcase because I'm always leaving. And if I'm away and not with my wife, I often sit just with my hand. It's very comforting, actually, in that spot there. So I love it. And then my wife added hers recently, where when we hold hands, hers would talk against mine, which is lovely.
Yeah, we just showed a little picture of it. It is very, very cute.
That's so romantic.
Very romantic. And you said that it's the one you've got for now. So has it given you the tattoo bug?
I don't know. I enjoy it. My wife loves it. It was our son that started it. And I was a bit like you, Denise. I never used to like tattoos that much, but he really got very thoughtful, meaningful ones. I thought, I can see the reason for this now. Now I've had my own, because it's a connection to you and your life and maybe something you've experienced. Then it's yours. And actually what people's opinions about it, they don't matter. And people shouldn't have opinions about it, because it's what it means to that person. It's a very personal thing. It's obviously something you're going to have for the rest of your life, and you're going to take with you into whatever's next. So it's yours, and you know, I think if it's personal, it's meaningful, then so be it. Enjoy it.
So romantic. Gary, I've always liked the way, because sometimes I feel like I'm banging my head against a brick wall when I talk about food and the way some of us use food to, certainly I have through my life, to almost medicate how we're feeling. And you talk really eloquently about that, about how you did for a period of time use food to sort of numb out from how you were feeling. And I take great heart that you feel like you're through that now. Any tips?
Oh, you know what, we could be on here for weeks though talking about this, because the problem with it is, and the problem with talking, I have to be aware of what I'm saying, and the fact that people could listen to it and just think that's the solution, is that it's very personal to everybody. Everyone's different. You know, so when I'm on tour with Howard and he's eating a club sandwich and chips at 2 o'clock in the morning, I just can't do that. He can. So it's the rules that apply to you and the things that work for you. I heard you talking earlier about scales, and I remember being told years ago, don't weigh yourself. But I think early on in weight loss, you know, for me, when I gained a lot of weight, I just disliked myself so much that I needed, at the point that I decided I'm going to lose some weight, I just wanted to see results and feel better.
Exactly.
And if the scales are that, then use them. But I don't agree with this weighing yourself every day and then beating yourself up, because the body doesn't work like that. You know, you could do nothing wrong, and you could be heavier. But you know, the body's a bit like the seasons. It changes throughout the year. So there's maybe some danger in that.
Oh, do you know what? That's some incredible advice there, Gary. I'm sure there are a lot of people watching that will really, really have liked hearing that from you. But Gary, if you don't mind, we'd quite like to play a game with you before you leave us. Because there've been plenty of tabloid rumours about you over the years.
Yeah, even if I do mind, it's going to happen anyway.
I just almost choked there. So before we let you go, we thought we'd let you set the record straight with a game of Barlow or Barlie. We threw so much cash at that for you, Gary. So now we're all going to say something we've read about you, and you've got to tell us whether it's really about you, so a Barlow, or if it's a total Barlie. We've only got a minute, so it's going to be like quick fire. So the one I've got here, you once went 14 years without washing your hair.
True. True, yeah, Barlow.
True for Barlow, thank you very much.
Oh, OK, me. You never take your pants off in front of people because Robbie used to make fun of your bits.
That's true as well, Barlow, yeah.
You once had a facelift.
Oh, that's Barlie.
Oh, well, actually, in 2017, you tweeted about having a facelift during an op on your wedding anniversary.
I had a mole removed.
This business we call show, eh?
Gary, you once said that you wanted to get 4 goats and name them after each of your bandmates. True or false?
Barlie.
Barlie.
Yeah.
Oh, OK, and last one. Your wife, Dawn, calls Robbie Williams your boyfriend.
Yeah, that's true. Barlow.
Oh, you're one of the very few people that actually remembers the things that I've said.
Well, Gary, thank you so much for chatting to us today.
Oh.
Nice to see you all. Look after yourself.
Loved it.
So lovely to speak to you. And good luck with the new album. Good luck with the new single. And we will keep all of our fingers crossed that you'll be able to do those big gigs at the end of the year. It's going to be wonderful to hear those songs in front of a live crowd. So thank you so much for talking to us, Gary.
Thank you.